It is time now for our host presentation. It is my honor once again to introduce Teresa Bonin.
They got the crown out. I was going to wear it today, but I thought it was a little much. I just want to thank you all for coming to help us celebrate the kickoff of our 150th year. Not many chambers are 150 years old. When we go to the U.S. Chamber, there's a list of them up on the wall, and I think there's only about 20 or 25 of them. So this is a big deal. And being a 5-star chamber, we're the only 5-star 150-year-old chamber in the state. So I get to introduce the chair of our committee this morning, but first, I want to recognize, you're going to see the skit today, and I know that Kayla is going to introduce the cast to you, but she will probably not introduce herself. So I'm just going to say Kayla Blunt is responsible for what you're about to see. She is our screenwriter, our playwright, our director, our costumer, and our prop supervisor. Kayla, thank you for all the effort you've put in to produce this. And she also told me last night that the Rochester Chamber has invited her to be an ambassador. So you just tell them how we do it up here, okay? All right. So thanks to Kayla. And then the other person I have the pleasure to introduce to you is Diane Hageman. And Diane has been a past board chair of the Chamber, has been involved with the Chamber for many years, and stepped up to the plate to chair our 150th committee, which has actually been working for a year and a half on the events you'll see this year. So please give your appreciation and a big round of applause to Diane Hageman.
Well, thank you so much, Teresa. And you took a little of my thunder with Kayla, because I was going to do an extra thanks to her, but that's all right. We'll do it twice. Well, Teresa mentioned who I was. I'm Diane Hageman, and I was trying to figure out how many years I've been involved in the Chamber. At least 25, probably closer to 30. And I am, Gail asked me to chair this a year and a half ago. And I will share some of her story, how it came to be. She went to the marketing committee, and her thought was, well, we'll just do one event and, you know, call it good for 150th. Well, the marketing committee, as you probably all know, is a vivacious group of people, and said, no, we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I'll talk a little bit about that later. So that we've got a whole year, we're kicking it off this morning with all of you. And what I'm going to just do is introduce our committee members. Some of them can peek out. Lots of them are in the back here, but myself and then Kayla with Topper's Pizza, Tanya Gehring with Pro Staff. Gail Ivers is thinking about all of us today. She is on the beaches in Florida. So, yeah. She did text me last night and wished us luck. So, anyway, Hub Lewandowski, who is retired from Wells Fargo, he was instrumental in getting a lot of our sponsorships. Diane Mendel with Playhouse Childcare, Tammy Molitor with Molitor's Quarry, Bernie Perriman, Batteries Plus Bulbs, who you saw earlier, Rachel Sogi with Icon Graphics, Kara Thomason, Centricare Health, Heather Wenzel, the Good Shepherd Community. That has been our committee working on this for a year and a half. It's been a blast. Great group of people, great group of volunteers. The other list I get to read, as I mentioned, Hub was instrumental in getting all of these sponsors: Bank Vista, Burnix, Bremer Bank, Centricare Health, Deerwood Bank, Falcon National Bank, Matthew Hall Lumber, Midwest Bank, Playhouse Child Care Center, Stearns Bank. We got lots of banks. I'm going to put my sheet here. U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo. So those are our sponsors. Many of you have representatives in the room. Please, let's give them a little round of applause. Teresa did talk about the mission and vision, what we have. We really want to recognize a year-long celebration of our history, businesses, and our community itself. It kind of goes hand in hand, and of course St. Cloud State's been mentioned. I'm not going to list all the events. It's on your playbill. If you go to the main chamber website, off to the left is the 150th anniversary logo. Click on that. Lots of information there. Facebook, Instagram, Business Central. You probably saw the fun story on the Cold Spring Brewery, and then other historical things throughout the year. So it's going to be a fabulous 150th year for the Chamber, and certainly this would not have been possible without the support of all of our businesses in the community. And just thank you and have fun. And I'm going to turn it over to Kayla. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm like, what do you, oh, okay, right. So Teresa's looking at me, the gift. So on your tables, you should have all gotten a screen wipe, and it's got some fun pictures on there. I know I saw Chris, who probably didn't know she was going to be on the wipe there, but that is our gift to all of you today, and we'll be at various events throughout the year. So, thank you. All right, Kayla, you are on. She's going to take us through some history here.
Well, thank you. First, if anybody did not get a playbill when they came in, can you raise your hand? Jeremy's going to run some out to you so you can follow along with their awesome stuff. All right. This one works. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Freaky fast.
All right. So I would like to get things going by taking you on a trip down memory lane. So in 1944, the Chamber celebrated its 75th anniversary, and you can see here that the gavel is being passed, just like last fall when Krista passed the gavel on to Jeff. And a fun fact, the Chamber set a goal of 75 new members that year. This is a picture from the Chamber's 100th anniversary celebration in 1969. So I still wasn't born yet. In 1973, the St. Cloud was named an All-American City, which was a significant economic development accomplishment at the time. There's an awesome song here. It's the St. Cloud Area Chamber of Commerce's jingle. All right. This here is U.S. Senator Hubert Humphrey with Glenn Carlson. Okay. So, Glenn Carlson was the president of the Chamber of Commerce from 1953 to 1986. And then we have a picture here of Glenn at 1044 in a 1919 pan car. And you can read more about Glenn Carlson in the current edition of the Business Central, which is on the teal table for you guys to pick up. There's an awesome article in there from Kelty Lawrence from the Chamber. This is the first ever president of the Chamber, which was then called the Board of Trade, John Zapp, in 1869. Some of you might remember Ginny Kroll. She was the special events coordinator before our beloved Cherie came along. Ginny started at the Chamber in 1965 as a secretary and retired in September 2015. Ginny was challenged to succeed in the Chamber by Glenn Carlson, and she served in the area for 1/3 of the Chamber's entire history.
Wow.
These guys here, the top hat ambassadors. Today you have to have chaired a committee to become a top hatter, and then you also have to be asked to serve on that committee. So, like Teresa Bonin, our current president, would say, when a really big anniversary rolls around, it deserves recognition, remembrance, and celebration. So in 2019, we're going to be celebrating the Chamber's sesquicentennial anniversary all year long. Alright, so I'm going to highlight a couple of these awesome events for you. In May, we're going to be planting a tree at the Stearns County History Museum. And we would love for you guys to join in and bring some commemorative items or historical items that you'll be then entered into for a drawing. And then in June, on June 5th, we're going to be tending for a cause at Beaver Island. Woo! Yes. So Burnix and Beaver Island have teamed up with us, and Bernie Perriman and Teresa Bonin will be our celebrity bartenders. Hold on, this is even better here. They are going to be pouring and debuting our unique special anniversary ale, aka the Chain Brew. That is super awesome of Beaver Island and Burnix to come up with that for us. We had a whole lot of fun this year planning these things. So here is a little bit of fun from when we got to hang out with all of y'all. And you can watch on Facebook for historical videos like this, as well as historical videos like you can find on the Chamber's website, and then funny ones, where these ones came from. Can you try and say it?
Of course it can. Sasquatch. Sasquatch. Happy Happy subtitles. Happy sesquicentennial. Easy for me to say. Say it 3 times fast.
Oh, yeah. All right. 150 or 15?
150.
150. You said 15 before.
Birthday chamber, 150 years. Sexcentennial. You weren't supposed to laugh. 150th Sasquatch. I think it's Sasquatch. I really do. I know. Okay, it's a big deal anyway. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Sesquicentennial.
Sasquatch-centennial. I can't say it.
So I was not the only one that got to come up with all this fun stuff. Diane Mindel from Playhouse Services also. This is a big team effort here. So I really want to thank you for your attention this morning, and we've prepared a short skit that is based on the founding of St. Cloud. So there's many fun facts in here, along with a lot of stretching of the truth. So check out our historical videos throughout the year and play along with our trivia on Facebook all year long. So I don't have time to read everybody's name, but please remember who they are and their businesses, as that does play a role in who they are playing today. So, without further ado. Wait, no, wait.
Oh.
One sec. She's going first. Sorry.
That was a really short Sasquatch.
What a wonderful day to be here in St. Cloud at the Stearns History Museum. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a time capsule. Dear future St. Cloud, the year is 1869. A group of business owners have come together and have begun a membership-based organization called the St. Cloud Board of Trade. Our goal is to be the voice of business in central Minnesota. The population is 4,000. The president of the USA is Ulysses S. Grant. Our first granite quarry was founded last year in 1868. The St. Cloud Normal School was founded this year. The Civil War ended recently in 1865. We do hope that St. Cloud is prosperous and thriving when you open this. Sincerely, Bernie Perryman, President of the St. Cloud Board of Trade. I wonder if they rode around on horses way back then.
Whoa, doggy. All right, guys, I think this looks like a great place to set up. But we do need a leader. Let's have a vote.
I'm going to throw my hat in the race. I believe that we have a great group of men here, and we're going to make St. Cloud great.
Oh, and I would also like to run for mayor. I believe that we all have, with our hard work we put into this effort, we shall benefit our community and we shall all prosper.
Okay, folks, we're going to have an election. Please place your votes in here.
time to find ourselves places to live. We need someone to build us houses, someone to insure them, someone to sell them, and someone to help finance our citizens.
Well, I'm kind of handy. I can build houses.
Well, I can insure those houses. I'm an insurance agent.
I'm a banker. I can help support and finance our town.
I could help everybody find a house, really.
Wonderful.
I am parched. I think I will start a business shop. Well, name it after me. Burnix. That's only in a Sarah E. Brand beer, though.
I think I'm gonna start a saloon, and I'm gonna call it Molitor's Quarry. Let them eat cake.
My sisters will set up shop over here. It'll be called St. Cloud Hospital.
I need a place to educate teachers, but I need assistants. I need somebody to build me a really big school. It's gonna take a long time to build the school I have in mind.
I'm pretty sure we're up to the task.
Got
Yeah. Hey, Gary, Bernie, I think we need a way to bring all the business owners together so that we can help support each other.
Great idea. I think we should call it the St. Cloud Board of Trade.
I think you'd make a great volunteer president of that organization, Bernie.
Oh, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I will do my damnedest to do the best job. Hey, to commemorate this time, let's plant a time capsule under this tree. I just so happen to have a time capsule. I can get it out of my vest. Here we are. So we'll plant this for the future that someone will find it.
All right, I think we should all gather together Friday mornings. We could have coffee from Burnix and donuts from Molitor's. That way we'd have the opportunity to have a great morning connection each week. I really think the businesses would benefit from it. We could call it Friday Morning Chamber Connection.
Luke, I think you're crazy and nuts. Who the hell would come this early in the morning to have a cup of coffee? Oh, man, I'm all wrong in that. I'm sorry. All right, let's start tomorrow morning, okay? And we'll meet at Molitor's, and I'll call Burnix for 2 gallons of coffee.
Coffee, right? The beer.
And beer.
All right. What can I say is, thank you all for being members of this great organization. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Raise your glasses. Cheers. Cheers.
Bernie, you have to see what I'm working on. Let's go take a look after Chamber Connection.
That sounds like a great plan. I'll be over right away.
I've been working on something I want to call a motor car.
Those are some fancy doors. They look like they lift up.
They do. Check these out.
Wow, is that cool? Can I try it out? It looks so revolutionary, and can I try it out?
You bet. Here you go.
All right. I'm a little dangerous here, but thank you. This is awesome. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Extra, extra! Read all about it! A big storm is coming.
Wow, Jeff, what do we have here?
I found this by that tree over there. It appears to be a time capsule from 1869, when the chamber was founded by the Board of Trade.
Isn't it so amazing that we would find this today? Of all days on our Sasquatch Centennial?
And I'm the president of St. Cloud Trade Board of Trade, and I'm all confused because I got caught up in a snowstorm, and I don't know where I'm at, so where am I?
Well, this is St. Cloud, Minnesota. You're in 2019. I'm the president of the St. Cloud Area Chamber of Commerce.
I've heard about you.
You're a 5-star, did you know that?
I heard about that too, many times.
And just found this letter. It's signed by you and dated 1869.
That's amazing.
How can this be?
I don't know.
It
sure is! But I'm bummed.
Thank
you, Jeff, and everybody else for participating in this and making this awesome.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for the 150th anniversary committee. They did a really good job. I was really hoping they were going to have a real DeLorean.